So this is just a video of how I put the under piston oil squirters in my 2 litre Pinto. I originally wanted a Cosworth spray bar that comes off here that has the forks that go down there, but to get one of those here in New Zealand was the cheapest one I found was about $750. And then I looked at a few other places, and then I found Turbo Brick, I think it is. It's like a Volvo forum, and those guys are just drilling into the blocks. And I spoke to one guy, and he said it's pretty easy if you just make yourself a jig. So I did. To give you an idea, I was quoted quite a lot of money to have this done, and the whole thing ended up only costing me, doing it by myself, about $182. So here's an old block, and you've got what I did was I made up this plate here. It's just a shitty plate out of steel that just screws on there like that. It was bolted down. Then the main oil gallery goes through the block, and it picks up just there. There's a little frost plug or cap there, that there, and the little ball bearing on the back. I just scribed the line straight up using a square, and they kind of lined up with a little bit towards the edge of where the main caps sit. So as you can see, I just scribed that line all the way across there. And then if you look at a UK site called or UK YouTube channel called Barham Engines, I'll try and find the video and put it in the link. But he gives you the measurements from these holes to there, where he puts them in Cosworth blocks, because there were Cosworth blocks that came out with them. So I measured out to these on those, that one there and that one there. And then I just drilled a hole. And then what I actually did was I got a friend's laser pen, and I'll put some pictures up as I go along. And I sat it flat on here. And what it did was it shined straight down underneath a clear spot where to drill on the oil gallery. And then using a Twink pen or Tipex pen, I marked it. Then I removed all of this. I punched where those white marks were. And then I got the drill, my trusty old Makita milling machine drill press, this bad boy here, hand milling machine, hand drill press, and I just like centered it and started making a little bit of an indentation. Then I bolted the plate back on, and then I went through. I positioned that through the hole, and the holes were a bit smaller then before I drilled them out bigger. Centered it on the hole underneath, and then drilled slowly until I popped through. You don't have to do much. It doesn't take much to pop through there at all. Once that was done, I then made the hole bigger to about 7 mil, I think it was. 7 mil, and then I used this. It is it's an M8 by 1 mil tap. No, I didn't, sorry. First of all, I used this. A spot face cutter. I bought one that was slightly bigger than what I needed, and then I just sanded the tip down until it was big enough to just slide into the hole I had. And then I faced the holes until they were flat. Some of them have to go quite far before you're flat. And then I tapped it with the M8 by 1 mil. And the reason I used the M8 by 1 mil is because I used BMW Mini Cooper R53, I think it is, oil jets. I bought them because they were cheap on eBay. They fit quite well, and I will put some more pictures up. And they've got a valve inside them, so once they get to a certain, they don't let any oil pressure through until they get to a certain PSI, and then they will. There's a little ball bearing on a spring in there, and then it'll let the oil squirt up. But that's pretty much how I did mine, and like I say, all up, including the spot face cutter, the tap, it owed me about $182. Still yet untried though, so at your own risk. And like, you know, as I've said before, I'm not a mechanic, I'm not an engineer either. I was just willing to damage a block having a go. All right. Any other questions, just please let me know. And like I say, I'll put up some more pictures as I go, but that's pretty much all I did. A nice simple jig, and just to keep the drill straight. And they're sitting them out of the block and they're perfect. Okay, cheers.